MVP race. You wanted to talk about it. I thought it was a great idea because you're right. Like, what is happening? Lamar injured, so he's dropped off. You have Jayden Daniels, he's dropped off because he missed a game. And then at the very top, you're like, I don't know what's happening with Josh Allen, plus 150. He's your favorite. They lose on Sunday night. So these numbers are all getting a little bit closer. Your second favorite's Patrick Mahomes, 5-1. Let's start here. Without thinking about it too much, without diving into the numbers and all that, we have a sample size of 5 weeks. If you're placing a vote today for NFL MVP, where's your vote go?
Baker Mayfield.
I had the same answer to that question.
Really?
Yep. Because I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, if I'm voting right now, who's the winner? Forget the odds, forget the stats, forget, all that. Just looking at what's happened in the games, the end of games, all these comeback drives at the very end, I thought it's Baker. And then I look up the number and I was a little disappointed to see that he's a third favorite, 11-1.
I don't know that I would bet him because before the season, he's 30-1. And I just have this thing about not wanting to be late to the number. And I saw that our guy put out a ticket on Baker yesterday. So tried to corner the market on MVP.
The corner of the market guy did?
Yeah.
Oh, he loves to bet Baker. I'm out.
I love Baker. I mean, that aside, Baker's been awesome. And if you look at their schedule and the games that they've won, I know they get knocked for winning close games. They have a win by 3, by 1, by 2, by 3. They're 4-1. Without Baker, they might be 2-3 or 1-4.
Did you see him talking trash to that Seahawks fan the other day?
No.
Jake, see if you can find it. So in the tunnel before the game, before they run out, this Seahawks fan is giving it to him. He's giving it right back before the game. After the game, he seeked out that fan. And he went to give it right to him in his face. It was awesome. We were both on Tampa Bay this weekend, so we were certainly happy with that result. Jordan Love is 4th. Goff and Stafford 5th at 16-1. So this thing is wide open, man. Why? Like, you've been talking up Hurts, like he's 27-1. I mentioned Lamar misses his game, probably going to miss another. He's down to 27-1. Jayden Daniels misses a couple games, and he's 35-1. Drake Maye, New England's been a surprise to some. And if you look at their schedule coming up next few weeks and the rest of the season, it's going to be hard for them not to make the playoffs. He's in that 40-1 range. I feel like we have to have this conversation based on team record and stats. Daniel Jones.
There are two guys. Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go on, Jones. Go ahead. No, you got it.
Daniel Jones and Sam Darnold at 45 for Jones, 80 for Darnold. Like, are these guys going to be in the top 5? Is this a conversation that we have to have given the current numbers?
They want you to bet Jones for sure. And they also want you to bet Lawrence. Those are the two guys that the market, at least for MVP, very bullish on. And if you look at the team record, the win-loss record, they're both very good. The Colts are good. The Jags are good. And then you pull up BetMGM and Lawrence and Jones are both 40-1. They want you to bet it. They're okay if you bet it. The other guy they floated out is Herbert. Poor Herbert, man. I mean, he hasn't been great in a couple of these games. He was not great against the Giants. But now he's got no line and no running backs. You see Hampton's out, injured reserve. That stinks. So you have no Harris, no Hampton, no Alt, no Slater. Becton's banged up. Herbert was the third favorite, and now he's 16-1, 18-1, 20-1. So those three guys, for different reasons. Herbert just has no protection and no running backs now. And then Jones and Lawrence, they want you to bet. If they're still dealing those guys at 40-1 with the teams as successful as they've been, they know that they're not winning.
Number 1 EPA per play right now is Sam Darnold. Number 2 is Daniel Jones. And Indy is the 1 seed at this moment in the AFC. Hurts is the 1 seed in the NFC. Josh Allen, the 2 seed in the AFC. And then San Francisco's the 2 seed in the NFC, whoever their quarterback is. I didn't even see odds for Purdy. I didn't go that far down with the time that he's missed. All right, so if you're making a bet today, where do you go? Is there a value play? Is there someone near the top? I got to tell you, I'm looking at this list, and with the odds, I'm kind of at a loss. I don't know where to attack right now.
Goff, maybe. I mean, that team just keeps finding ways. They're putting up numbers. Yeah. The issue with Goff is there's so many good players on that team that I think he might get docked because, he's got St. Brown and Gibbs and Montgomery and Laporta. So he's a victim of the team talent, and that's not always fair, but you know what you're looking for. You're looking for a team that's going to be a number 1 or a number 2 seed. So if we were going to just close our eyes and take the top 4 seeds in each conference, Indy, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, the Chargers, Philly, San Fran, Tampa, Detroit. Well, pick the quarterback of one of those teams. I started with Baker. You started with Baker. If it's not him, it's Goff for me.
Okay. Wonder if there's any way this Baker number floats. I'm not betting it at 11, and you said you're not betting it at 11. So I would, if we were to get to 20, I'd love to see it. You get there with a loss. When you see losses, when you see injuries, that's when these numbers start to float. He's got San Francisco this week, then at Detroit. Man, that Monday night game, week 7 in Detroit, that's his opportunity to impress. Whichever quarterback wins that game is going to have much shorter odds as far as this MVP race. Yeah, man, it's difficult because you've got these big names that have floated down, but where do you want to go? This is going to sound, you're going to laugh at this question just for even bringing it up, but I feel like we've got to because he had a moment this weekend. Is there any way that Maye gets a lot of credit for what's going on in New England and he starts to climb week after week as they're compiling victories?
Of course, he's got to keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first time they've beaten a team with a winning record. Now, you have to couch that with they did beat the Bills last year, but the Bills benched everybody. Bills weren't trying. So Sunday night was the first time they beat a winning team that was trying to win. So you try and think about that and realize, wow, that was an impressive win, but it's the only win against a good team that was trying in his career. So I'd just like to see a little bit more. The point on Maye is the point I'll make on a lot of these guys. Just get the best number. There's a 25, a 30, a 33, a 40, a 40 on Maye. With Lawrence, there's a 40, a 40, a 45, a 50, a 55, a 60. These books do take stances, and obviously liability plays a huge part on what they are at certain shops. I would not bet Drake Maye, but I don't hate the idea of him rounding into form. He's able to process, the way he was going through his progressions and his reads on Sunday was very impressive. I will say, I came into the season saying, I don't know if he's good yet. He's good. I don't know if he's as good as some people say he is, but he's got a lot to like in New England. And I think McDaniels is finally opening up the playbook a bit. First couple of weeks, it was a lot of short check down stuff. That was not the case against Buffalo. He was tearing them up down the field. So Maye would be a name. Paul brings up Jayden Daniels.
Yeah.
Now, he missed some time, so he's got to stay healthy. The problem with Daniels, he's got to play every game the rest of the way because he's already missed, 2? Did not play against the Raiders and did not play, I don't think, against the Falcons. Yeah, they had Mariota for 2 starts. My issue with Daniels, he's got a huge track, and Philly might not be as great as everybody thought they were. The problem there, when you already missed 2 games and there's 12 more to go, you got to stay on the field. And that's my hesitation there. But if you're looking for a player at a number, that one's interesting. 30-35 to 1 on Jayden Daniels.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just because of the number. Like, you tell me before the year, bet Jayden Daniels, I'm like, come on, man, that number's too short. This is getting ridiculous. But now it's at 35. He comes back without his number one receiver, I guess if you want to call Noah Brown his number two. Neither of those guys, as an underdog on the road, takes down the Chargers in his return. And yeah, that's fair. You've got the Bears in prime time, bad defense. Cowboys, one of the worst defenses in the NFL as well, on the road. And then you have another Monday night game with an opportunity to impress. And then are there other like Heisman moments, like big moments for him? Yeah, they face the Lions still. Got the Eagles twice in the last 3 weeks. Can they win that division? I think it's possible. They're sitting 3-2, Philly 4-1. You're probably going to have to be a top 2-3 seed. Can they get there? Can he carry them there? I think he can. They're a completely different team with and without him. There's no doubt about it. Like, people want, Mariota, not bad. What do we know about the Raiders now when they won 41-24 over them? Doesn't mean a thing. Then they go and lose to Atlanta. I think that's an interesting one. I think that's a good look, Paul. I would agree with that. Get him in 35 with so much football left. Not a bad idea.